Hello once again, and welcome to another episode of Doom WAD Reviews. So, between the last episode and this one, I went through the remaining list of Doom 1 WADs, and I cleared out all of the ones that are deathmatch only, and it turns out it was most of them. So, we've got maybe 20 more single-player Doom 1 WADs to do in the Master Levels for Doom 2 collection before we actually move on to Doom 2 content. So this WAD we're going to be doing today is called, I think it's supposed to be Kile Mall, but it's actually spelled Kile Mall, K-I-L-E. Don't know what that's all about. The text file didn't have a lot of information in it other than to say that the map was on E2M1. So let's hop into that. And here we are. Okay, so starting out, kind of an interesting little starting room here. We got a door. Okay. Oh, that doesn't sound happy. Yep. Okay. How much unhappiness are we dealing with here? Oh, I can see, there's a gap there I can see through. Ow. Ow. Oh, this is getting nasty fast. Ow! Okay. Let's just find a place to regroup a little bit here. Okay, can I get into there? No, I cannot. It's kind of in a position where... Yeah, I need to create a safe spot I can retreat to. Okay, I'm just gonna go back and grab that one right there and leave these where they are. Is that something I can shoot? No. Sigil has kind of spoiled me on that particular widget. Okay, so now we've got a little more ammo to play with. I can be a little more judicious and using the shotgun. Okay, so this is not something I can open. I wonder if this is something I'm gonna open later, or... I don't know. Very tight, cramped spaces so far. I mean, the texture use is fine. The theming is fine. Nothing wrong so far. But man, it's cramped. Not a big fan of cramped levels, because one of the draws of playing Doom is the speed and the action, and cramped levels like this really kill that. So let's... Okay, so that's nothing. So we've got a teleporter here, and I don't think there's anywhere we haven't been, so I guess we'll hop through it. One thing I haven't really talked about in this series so far is the use of teleporters. Oh, it just took me back to the beginning. I'm not a fan of teleporters. I mean, they're fine when they connect two places in a way that is logical and consistent. But I find that in a lot of maps, teleporters are used as a way of fixing a problem when the designer designs themselves into a corner and needs a way out. And I really don't care for them in that context. I'm not saying they can't be used effectively, because they can be. But I tend to avoid using them personally. I mean, even in Doom itself, it's guilty of that. Sometimes teleporters, I mean, just think Unholy Cathedral, right? I mean, the teleporters in that level are just a nightmare. Okay, so, still working with pretty cramped areas here. No shortage of medkits. And I just realized that the name of this map is not Kile Mall, it's Kil Em All, as in kill them all. Yeah, reading comprehension, right? So anyways. Yeah, I had a feeling that was about to happen. Alright, anything else? Nope. Alright, so still dealing with pretty cramped quarters here. We got a blue key for the blue door. Alright. So we're just gonna hop on back here. That door is kind of sunk into the floor a bit. I mean, I don't know if that's intentional or what, but textures don't exactly align correctly. The lines here aren't wide enough to use the blue door texture there. They could be. There's plenty of room to. They just don't. Well, you got a little blood fountain here, and a little... I mean, that's kind of neat. That's kind of a neat design element. I like that. Not gonna lie, I'm getting some Unholy Cathedral vibes off of this map. Just, you know, a lot of doorways, a lot of kind of same-looking hallways. Same texture set, really. What's that? Oh. Didn't even notice that when I came in the room. There's a little skull pit there. Alright. Again, plenty of medkits. There's another teleporter. I'm gonna hold off on that for the... Never mind, I'm not gonna hold off on that for the moment. So, not a lot in the way of choice here, I'm noticing. It seems like there's one way forward, and it won't even let me go back to discover that there's nowhere else to go. Okay. Well, I don't want to get trapped in there. I've got plenty of ammo to do this. It's just a question of whether I can do it in these cramped quarters. Alright, alright. Everything's fine so far. Oop, oop, oop. Alright, we're going this way now. Ow. Not good, not good. Okay, very good, very good. There we go. Okay, cool. Was there anything else over here? No, nothing? I mean, is this really the exit? I mean, there's one secret and we haven't found it. Normally, I don't go, like, real hard looking for secrets, but, man, this is so short that I feel like I should, unless there's more than one level. But I can't go back, so... Ugh, not impressed. Not impressed. So let's move on. Is there more to this? Nope, there sure isn't. Alright, well, Kil Em All. Short map. What do we think about it? I mean, I think we can go right into the scoring here because there's not a lot to talk about. Let's start with design. I mean, there was no design, right? It's a 0 out of 3. I'm sorry, but it's just cramped linear hallways leading from one area to the next. No choice, no agency in where to go, and doors and walls close behind you to prevent you from even going back to discover that there's nowhere else to go. I mean, there's nothing to talk about design-wise. There's nothing there, so it's a 0 out of 3, unfortunately. Detail, 1 out of 3. I mean, thematically it was consistent. They were going for kind of the episode 3 hellish vibe. You know, you had a lot of the green stone, kind of the evil, you know, cathedral type textures. I mean, you know, a lot of the hellish sprites like the skulls and candles and candelabras, and you know, the blood fountain and the ash walls, and yeah, I mean, it was very consistent. But man, there were a lot of misaligned textures. The areas were so cramped that it was hard to have anything in terms of detail in any given area. There just wasn't enough room to do anything cool. The blood fountain with the little trail and the little wooden bridge over it was the coolest thing in the level, and even that was in a pretty small room. And yeah, there's just not much there at all to work with. Misaligned, and a lot of the textures, the lines they were on weren't big enough for them, just because of how cramped the area was. So yeah, that's a 1 out of 3. Fun? 1 out of 3 again. It's at no point did I see anything that made me go, oh yeah, I'm really engaged in this. This is great, you know. I mean, it didn't suck, right? It didn't actively make me frustrated, which is where it's getting its point from. But man, it was a short level. There just wasn't much there. It was cramped the whole way through. I never felt like I was making any choices or doing anything meaningful. So I mean, this, you know, nothing really grabbed me. I was ready for it to wow me at some point, and instead I got an exit switch, right? I didn't even want that to be the exit. I was like, maybe there are multiple levels to this WAD. I guess I probably should have known better. It's only 67k, so... yeah, 1 out of 3 on that one, which you get your free point for making the level. I mean, I always give credit for someone who will make a level. Now, it probably bears mentioning that there will be times that I will take that point away. If your level is so devoid of any redeeming qualities whatsoever, or it's actively made to piss me off, you will lose your point for just making the level. I'm not saying that's not a possibility, we just haven't hit it yet. But for the most part, I am appreciative of anyone who will take the time to try to make a level. So that brings the total score for Kil Em All to 3 out of 10. It had potential. It just needed to be a little longer, it's fine to have enclosed areas, but that can't be all you have, right? You gotta have something that brings that fast doom action. And a short level that's nothing but cramped hallways just ain't it. So there you have it, Kil Em All WAD. So like and subscribe to keep up with this series. I know this was a short episode, so I'm going to be trying to get another one out again pretty soon. But until then, rip and tear.